finishing something late. You turn another page, I change the date. No conversation for almost half an hour. Still I know exactly when you reach for your glass. You don't look up, I don't need you to. There's something good about not having to. Same room, different pages, same quiet afternoon. You in your little story, me in mine. Nothing pulling at us, nothing asking why. Same room, different pages, still side by side. You laugh at something softly, I ask, what was that? You say, I'll tell you later, and go right back. I close the screen a minute, just to rest my eyes. You slide your foot toward mine, without looking up. We don't have to make a memory out of this. Some things get better when nobody insists. Same room, different pages, same quiet afternoon. You in your little story, me in mine. Nothing pulling at us, nothing asking why. Same room, different pages, still side by side. Finish first, close the book, stretch your arms and look at me. Done yet? Almost. You say okay and stay. Same room, different pages, same hour going by. You in your little story, me and mine. No need to fill it, no need to decide. Same room, different pages, still side by side. You call when you're nearby, but never make a plan. You say I thought about you, then change the subject fast. You walk me to the corner, even when it's out your way. Some nights you make it obvious, some nights you barely stay. I could ask you plainly, I could make it easy, but every time I get that close, you give me something almost clear. Almost like you mean it, the way you say my name. Almost like you mean it, then laugh and look away. You give me just enough to wonder where this goes. Almost like you mean it, almost like you know. Details I forgot I ever said, which songs I always skip, which side I sleep on best. Then someone asks about us, you smile and say we're friends, and 5 minutes later you're leaning close again. Maybe you're uncertain, maybe I am too. Maybe that's the reason neither one of us comes through. Almost like you mean it, the way you say my name. Almost like you mean it, then laugh and look away. You give me just enough to wonder where this goes. Almost like you mean it, almost like you know. Last night at the crossing you touched my sleeve, said text me when you're home, and waited there till I was gone. Maybe that's enough. Almost like you mean it before we call it love. You don't have to tell me everything tonight. Almost like you mean it, and maybe you just might.
Said my dagger looked expensive. I said it really wasn't. You said that makes it worse somehow. I said explain that one. You tilted back your chair like you'd already won. I should have changed the subject, but this was getting fun. You never let a sentence land the way I planned. You catch it halfway down and send it back again. You always get the last word, even when it's mine. You turn it round and end it back with bit by time, and every time you always get the last word. I should know when to quit, but if I stop replying, what would be the fun in it? You said I overthink directions. I said at least I'd check. You said we walked 3 extra blocks. I said it got there yet. You raised one eyebrow slowly, like evidence was done, then ordered something for me before I chose a comeback. You're difficult on purpose, at least that's what I say. You grin like that's exactly why I came today. You always get the last word, even when it's mine. You turn it round and end it back with better time, and every time you always get the last word. I should know when to quit, but if I stop replying, what would be the fun? You know you're wrong. About what? You know, that's not an answer. You laugh. See? You always get the last word. Maybe I'll let you in. Maybe I'll leave a little room so you can jump back in. You always get the last word, at least that's what you think. You smile before I answer, and I forget what I meant.
said you'd be gone 3 days, like that was hardly time. Friday night to Monday, nothing hard to count. I said, yeah, that's nothing, and watched you grab your bag. Then Saturday got strangely long around the middle. It's not that I need calling every hour you're away. I just didn't know how often you were part of my day. 3 days is longer than it sounds when you're usually around. The room's the same, the street's the same, something just sits different now. 3 days is longer than it sounds. I laughed when you said soon. Now Monday feels a little farther than it used to. I made the dinner you don't like because you weren't here. Played the record you always asked me to skip. Had the whole place to myself, exactly like I said I wanted. Then caught myself turning to tell you something. Nothing dramatic happened, nothing went wrong. You were only gone long enough for me to notice you were gone. 3 days is longer than it sounds when you're usually around. The room's the same, the street's the same, something just sits different now. 3 days is longer than it sounds. I laughed when you said soon. Now Monday feels a little farther than it used to. Sunday night you sent back tomorrow. I read it once, then once again. Typed good, deleted it. Typed good, what time? You walked in, dropped your bag, and started talking from the hallway. 3 days was longer than it sounded. I didn't tell you that. I just moved over, made some room, and let you settle back.
You ask if I've eaten, I say not yet. You nod toward the kitchen, like that's settled. You never make a speech about taking care of me. You just start cutting something before I can refuse. You never ask twice, you never make it heavy. Somehow you always know when to leave it easy. You never ask twice, you just make some room. Put another plate down like you always do. You never ask twice, maybe that's the thing. You don't say much about it, you just keep showing. You walk me to the corner when it's out of your way. I say you don't have to, you say I know. You remember which stories I don't want to explain, and somehow change the subject before they get too close. You never ask twice, you never make it put another plate down like you always do. You never ask twice, maybe that's the thing. You don't say much about it, you just keep showing me. But last week I said I'm fine, you looked at me, then moved the chair closer, nothing else. There was enough. You never ask twice, you never push too far. You leave the door open and let me choose the part. You never ask twice, maybe that's why I stay. You make it easy to be honest without asking me to say.
You said you'd only be an hour, maybe two at most. I said take your time, and meant it when I did. You stood there checking pockets, keys, phone, something else, then came back through the doorway for the thing you'd left behind. You said I'll be back before it gets dark. I said okay, like I hadn't already looked outside. Back before it gets dark, that's what you said. Not a promise, not a plan, just something in passing. Back before it gets dark, somehow I remembered. And when the room changed color, I looked up. I got through half the laundry, answered something late, found a song you would've liked, and saved it for you. Nothing felt unusual, nothing felt too still. Just every now and then I noticed you weren't there. By then, the sky was turning blue-gray, headlights on the street. I checked the time without deciding to. Back before it gets dark, that's what you said. Not a promise, not a plan, just something in passing. Back before it gets dark, somehow I remembered. And when the room changed color, I looked up. Then the lock turned, you came in saying sorry. I got talking, I said you're fine. You looked outside, still light, barely. Dark. Back before it gets dark, close enough I guess. You dropped your keys beside the door and asked what you had missed. Back before it gets dark, funny what stays with me. One ordinary sentence till you're back where I can see. You sat beside me this time, not across the table. Said the other chair was cold, like that explained it. Your sleeve kept brushing mine every time you reached for something. Neither one of us moved very far away. I noticed, then tried not to. You noticed that I noticed too. Closer than you were before, not enough to call it anything. Closer than you were before, still enough for me to feel. You didn't say a word, I didn't ask for more. You just stayed closer than you were before. You leaned in when I spoke, though you heard me clearly. Left your hand there on the table, near enough to mine. Someone passed behind your chair. You shifted closer, then didn't move back when there was room again. I could've moved, I didn't. You could've too, you didn't. Closer than you were before, not enough to call it anything. Closer than you were before, still enough for me to feel. You didn't say a word, I didn't ask for more. You just stayed closer than you were before. Stood to leave, your hand found my back, only for a second, just enough to guide me through the door. To be sure, I just know you're closer than you were before.
Me till 6. I checked twice just to make sure. Closed the laptop, left it where it was. Took the long way downstairs. Didn't tell anyone where for the next few hours. That's nobody's business. I could make a list, I could use the time, or I could let the afternoon be completely mine. No one needs me till 6. That's a beautiful sentence. No place I have to be, no answer I owe. No one needs me till 6, so I'm taking the long way. Let the whole day keep moving, I'll get there when I go. past the usual corner, kept walking instead, bought something I didn't need and ate it on the steps. My phone stayed in my pocket for almost half an hour. Funny how much quieter a city gets like that. Nobody waiting, nobody behind, nothing going wrong, just a little time that's mine. No one needs me till 6. That's a beautiful sentence. No place I have to be, no answer I owe. No one needs me till 6, so I'm taking the long way. Let the whole day keep moving, I'll get there when I go. At 5:20, I check the time. Still 40 minutes, I laughed, put the phone away, kept walking. Till 6, and 6 can wait a little. The world kept turning fine without my help. No one needs me till 6. I think I needed that. A few good hours with nowhere else and nobody asking where I'm at.
We didn't go anywhere, we didn't make a plan. You came by sometime after lunch and stayed because you can. We talked about a neighbor and something on TV. Half the things we said were barely anything. No picture worth keeping, no story for later, just hours going by a little easier. Nothing happened, it was good. No big moment like we thought there should. Nothing happened, and somehow that was enough. The day just passed around us, and I liked it that much. And I liked it that much. You opened all the cupboards, looking for something sweet. Found a box from last December, said still counts to me. We sat out on the steps till the sun moved off the wall. Didn't notice when the afternoon got quiet at all. No reason to remember exactly what we did. Still something about the whole day settled where it fit. Nothing happened, it was good. No big moment like we thought there should. Nothing happened, and somehow that was enough. The day just passed around us, and I liked it that much. We stood up around 5, said I should probably quickly go, then stayed another 20 minutes talking by the door. Nothing happened, it was good. Maybe some days are better when they should. Nothing happened, no reason to dress it up. You were there, I was there, and that was more than enough.
You already know my hometown and why I left at 22. You know which songs I can't stand and which ones I play through. You know I hate being early, but somehow hate being late. Still every time we meet, you find another thing to ask. We could keep repeating everything we know, or you could lean a little closer and ask me where I haven't gone. Ask me something new, something I haven't practiced, something that might take a minute to get through. Ask me something new. I like the way you listen, like you're not collecting answers, you're just finding out who. You ask what I'd do differently if nobody could tell. What place I'd live for one whole year if work took care of itself. I laugh and say that's dangerous. You say that's not an answer, so I sit with it a second longer than I usually would. Most people wait to speak, you wait to hear the rest. Maybe that's why ordinary questions don't feel ordinary yet. Ask me something new, something I haven't practiced, something that might take a minute to get through. Ask me something new. I like the way you listen, like you're not collecting answers, you're just finding out who. What are you afraid of? I laugh. That's a big one. You said something new. Fair enough, give me a minute. Something new. I might not know the answer. Maybe that's the part I like about you. Ask me something new and give me time to find it. There's still a lot we haven't said, and I don't mind that yet.
You always walk too fast, I always fall behind. Tonight you slowed down without saying why. The shortcuts on the left, we both know got time with you. We passed the old cinema. You said that place is still here. I said apparently. You stopped to read the board. Someone played a trumpet from an upstairs room. We stood there for a minute, listening from below. You looked down the street, then over at me, said, "This isn't the way." I said, "I know, take the long way home. We don't have to hurry. Take a long way home. Let the blocks go by. Nothing we need fixing, nothing we need to prove. Take a long way home. I got time with you." At the next corner, you reached for my sleeve, not to stop me, just to keep me on your side of the street. Take a long way home, even if it's later. Take a long way home. We can miss one train. No need to make a reason. No need to make it more. Take a long way home. That's what tonight is for.
You said it's nothing really, then looked down at your hands. Started talking faster, like you wanted past it. I almost said don't worry, the way people always do. But something in your face made me leave the sentence there. You don't have to clean it up, you don't have to make it easy. If it mattered when it happened, it can matter here with me. You don't have to make it small, just because it's hard to say. You don't have to laugh it off or push the worst part away. Take your time, leave the edges where they are. You don't have to make it small, I can hear it as it is. You told me about September and stopped halfway through. Said this sounds ridiculous. I said not to me. So you started from the middle, went backward for a while, lost the thread, found it again. I never asked you to hurry. You don't owe me a better ending, you don't need the right conclusion. Some things only get more honest when we stop reducing them. You don't have to make it small,
just because it's hard to say. You don't have to laugh it off or push the worst part away. Take your time, leave the edges where they are. You don't have to make it small. I can hear it as it is after a while. You said I'm never told that right. I said maybe you just did. You looked at me, then breathed out. You don't have to make it small. You don't have to make it neat. You can leave the difficult part exactly where it needs to be. Take your time. Nothing here is falling apart. You don't have to make it small. Not with me.
You know how I take my coffee and forget where I put it down. You know when I say I'm leaving, I've got 10 more minutes around. You know which stories get longer every time I tell them again. And when I say you know the one, you know exactly which one I mean. It's strange how little things stop needing an explanation. Somewhere along the way, you just learn the translation. You know which part I mean before I finish saying it. You know where the story goes and still you let me tell it. Maybe that's what happens when somebody stays around. You know which part I mean before the words come out. I know you read the menu, even though you'll choose the same. I know you say it's nothing when something ruined your day. I know when you want advice and when you'd rather I don't. Sometimes knowing someone well is knowing when to leave it alone. Decided what to notice, just enough ordinary days. And somehow now we know this. You know which part I mean before I finish saying it. You know where the story goes and still you let me tell it. Maybe that's what happens when somebody stays around. You know which part I mean before the words come out. Yesterday I started. Remember that time you said the blue car? I laughed, yeah, of course. You know which part I mean, and I know yours by now. The half-finished sentence, the look before the sound. No need No need to write it down. You know which part I mean. That's enough somehow. That's enough somehow.
You had dinner with your sister. I stayed late across town. Neither of us sent a message just to say where we were now. Around 10 I saw your jacket still hanging by the stairs. Thought they're probably still talking, and went back to what was there. There was a time I might have wondered what the silence meant. Now silence is just silence most of the time. We don't have to check in just to know we're good. You can have your evening, I can have mine too. We don't have to check in every hour we're apart. Somewhere along the way we stop mistaking quiet for a change of heart. You came home after midnight, set your shoes beside the wall, said sorry, lost track talking. I said, how is she? You told me half the story while I finished what I'd made, then disappeared to brush your teeth and shouted the rest from down the hall. Oh. Nothing needed proving, nobody kept score. You were gone a few hours, then you were here once more. We don't have to check in just to know we're good. You can have your evening, I can have mine too. We don't have to check in every hour we're apart. Somewhere along the way we stop mistaking quiet for a change of heart. Did you miss me? A little. You laugh, only a little. I look up, you were gone 3 hours. Fair. We don't have to check in. Still I like when you come home. You can keep your own night, and I can keep my own. We don't have to check in. That's different from not caring. I just know a little silence doesn't mean you're disappearing. You said, how have you been? Like we hadn't skipped a year. I said, mostly alright. You said, yeah, same here. For a minute it was careful, every word kept in its place. Then you mentioned that old story and I laughed before I meant to. Something in the room change without deciding. The distance we've been carrying stopped needing so much work. We started talking again, just like no perfect apology, no taking it all back. We started talking again, somewhere in the middle. One sentence became another, and the silence got smaller. You told me about your new place, I told you where I'd moved. You asked if I still hated mornings, I said not as much as you. That got another laugh, then another after that. By the time the food arrived, we weren't choosing words so carefully. We didn't fix the reason we stopped speaking in the first place, but not every door needs opening all at once. We started talking again, just like no perfect apology, no taking it all back. We started talking again, somewhere in the middle. One sentence became another, and the silence got smaller. You said I missed this. I looked down, yeah, then you added, I mean talking, I know. We started talking again, maybe that's enough. No need to call it anything more than us. We started talking again and left the rest alone. One sentence became another, till it felt a little like home.
I left work right on time. For once nobody stopped me. The usual corner came, I kept walking straight. Didn't have somewhere to go, didn't need to get there. Just wanted one more block before I called the day finished. The whole afternoon had been people needing things for a little while. Nobody needed me. I took the longer block just because I could. Past the turn I always take and kept on going. I took the longer block, nothing waiting at the end. Just a little more city before I went home again. There was music from a doorway, somebody closing up, a dog asleep outside a place I'd never noticed. I bought something cold from the shop beside the crossing, sat there for a minute and watched everybody move. I didn't solve anything, didn't need to. Sometimes the day gets lighter when you stop carrying it home. I took the longer block just because I could. Past the turn I always take and change, so I crossed, kept walking, that was all. The kind outside, the kind I'd carried with me. I took the longer block. By the time I reached my street, the day was still the same. I just felt less inside it.
Talked about next month, never made a plan. You just asked if I was staying. I said for a while. The room had gotten quieter. Someone stacked the chairs. You looked at me and smiled like there was nothing else to solve. Maybe tomorrow we'll want something different. Maybe tonight we don't need to know. This is enough for tonight. You hear me here. Nothing waiting on the other side. This is enough for tonight. No promise past the door. I don't need to know what this becomes. To want a little more. You told me one more story. I'd heard some before. I noticed where you changed it. You noticed that I knew. We laughed without explaining the part that wasn't true. Then sat there for a while with nothing left to add. Smaller when you name them too early. I'd rather let this stay exactly where it is. This is enough for tonight. You hear me here. Nothing waiting on the other side. This is enough for tonight. No promise past the door. I don't need to know what this becomes. Heading out in a minute. You said that 10 minutes ago. I know. You smiled, stayed seated. So did I. This is enough for tonight.